last several years, I've lived near Denver, the mile-high city, over 5,000 feet above sea level. I grew up in Australia, the island of Tasmania actually, at about 4 or 5 feet above sea level. Living at altitude took some getting used to. Needed more water, needed more air. But I got acclimated and, you should see these mountains. I like to run 3 or 4 miles, 4 or 5 times a week. I'm not really training for anything, it's just for my general health and sanity. Some of you might think that's insane. Many people only run if they're being chased, right? I figure if I'm ever being chased, I only need to outrun the person next to me, so maybe I'm training for that.
Your love, oh God, is our song. Your faithfulness makes us strong. A rock to build our lives on. We praise you. All the heavens worship your ways. If we search for all of our days, none can compare or amaze like you do. We praise you, and the mountains sing. Your praises ring. The earth and skies are yours, and all we have, and all we are, we owe to you, our King. Blessed forever and always and ever. You're blessed forever. Amen. Blessed forever and always and ever. You're blessed forever. Amen. And the mountains sing. Your praises ring. The earth and skies are yours, and all we have, and all we are, we owe to you, our King. And the mountains sing. Your praises ring. The earth and skies are yours, and all we have, and all we are, we owe to you, our King. Blessed forever and always and ever. You're blessed forever. Amen. Blessed forever and always and ever. You're blessed forever.
I'm a creature of habit, so I run a similar course each day. My run provides a fabulous view of the mountains. It allows me to pace myself and doesn't include too many hills. The only problem is that I always know how much longer I have to run until I get home. So on the days when my body feels tired and heavier than a sack of bricks, my mind keeps wondering how I'm going to get to the end. I become so discouraged thinking about what's ahead, sometimes I just quit and start walking. In the Bible, Paul writes, "Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus." On my good days, when I complete my run, I thank God for the strength to run the race He set before me. On those days, my runs become a metaphor for life, a metaphor for my spiritual journey. But on those sack of brick days, I find myself not thanking God for anything. John Ortberg, in his book, God is Closer Than You Think, writes about how God longs to be involved in each of our moments, both good and bad. He challenges us that this moment right now could be the greatest moment of our lives, because this is the moment where we can meet God, right here, right now, in whatever we're going through. Good run or bad. He reminds us that God wants to be a part of each of our moments and provide the strength, mercy, and grace that we need.
We believe that you are here. We desire to disappear as we worship you, as we worship you. We want to see you, we want to hear you, we want to feel you in this place. We want to show you how much we love you. We want to praise your holy name. Move within our hearts. Show us where you are. We want to see you. May your name be glorified in our hearts and in our minds as we worship you, as we worship you. We want to see you, we want to hear you, we want to feel you in this place. We want to show you how much we love you. We want to praise your holy name. Move within our hearts. Show us where you are. We want to see you, we want to hear you, we want to feel you in this place. We want to show you how much we love you. We want to praise your holy name. Move within our hearts. Show us where you are. Move within our hearts. Show us where you are. We want to see you. We want to hear you. We want to feel you. We want to see you.
Too often I live life like I run, thinking about how tired I am from the road I've already travelled and how much of the journey I have yet to complete. Recently, having just returned from winter at sea level in Australia, I embarked on a midday run in the middle of summer's heat in Colorado. I got to the home stretch and gave up when I felt hot and dehydrated. Same thing the next day and the next. Finally, I remembered God's desire to give me His measure of strength for each moment. My next run became a metaphor for this truth. When I felt myself tiring, I said, "Your strength for this moment." I did this all through the run until I rounded the last heartbreak corner into the home stretch. There I was, surprised by a cool eastern breeze blowing in my face all the way home.